ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Colts. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now ETN to start the drive. And to about the 23. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. On 3rd down, here's ETN. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is DJ Chark. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Inside the 10. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Now Herbert following the turnover. Touchdown, Panthers! Jelani Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And as these guys enter playing Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
34 yards there and a first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Throwing again on second down. Allen looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Colts have moved out in front. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That one finds Pierce right side. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The Panthers had 10-5 to start play. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
He'll drop that underneath DTM, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Again, Herbert. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Herbert's throw caught by Pierce. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Herbert now. Throw left side complete. That's Burns. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. These two teams all tied after one. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Allen now on first down. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 2nd and 8 coming up. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. To the air, Allen. Another target and catch for Robert Woods. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. First and 10, Taylor now. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to take another shot here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
So really a nightmare in the first half for him, Charles. His 2nd lost fumble already.
And when they hand us a stat sheet, Brandon, and we see 2 lost fumbles, we usually think quarterback and running back, don't we? It's not often you see guys on the perimeter lose the ball like that.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Herbert on 1st down now.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. The playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. pass is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 108 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox.
And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. Touchdown! Robert Woods from 6 yards away.
And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it.
He's got it. A lot of work to get to the first down marker.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, a touch unconventional. I don't know that you usually gain yards on first down by a fake field goal. But they did gain yards, I guess. I don't know what else to say.
And the beauty of it is, it just goes to 2nd down. They keep the ball. Just because it went for a fake field goal doesn't mean they turned the ball over because they didn't get a first down. It's now 2nd down for them.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert is going to fire one deep over the middle. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 41. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. 114 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play action, now it's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A chance for Waddle on the return. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Burns.
from Colts territory. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Herbert throwing again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Colts are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about,
touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 54 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they open the lead up now to 25.
42. Panthers 17. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
and doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And this one is incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to go up top again. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting them to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Herbert, quick pass out wide. Touchdown, Panthers. Jelani Woods, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Again, it's Taylor.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would...
It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
Herbert operating from the red zone.
Eluding the pressure right.
He'll get this off to ETN. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down.
Herbert. ETN bringing in another one. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They'll run with ETN.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. Touchdown!
Jelani Woods with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
The Colts take over first down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Sharp, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Now Herbert following the turnover. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So after the INT, it's Allen. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On play action, Allen. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Colts will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A quick throw complete to Chark. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
181 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he's out right at the 25. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This pass caught. It's Woods.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 15. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
On the draw is Taylor.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Waddle now to return it. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now Herbert. He'll drop this one off with ETN.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's now 4th down.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. And they take a knee.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he has the 1st down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.